Good evening from Jerusalem. Once again, we're going to see some of the teachings of Rabbi Avram Yitzchak Cohen Kook from his book Orot. We mentioned in the last discussion that Rabbi Kook begins his essays on the redemption of Israel by exploring the inner meaning of the land of Israel to the Jewish people. In chapter 2, Rabbi Kook teaches us about war. War, he says, is one of the ways that a Kodesh Baruch Hu, that the master of the world, can bring about the redemption of the Jewish people. In the wake of World War II, the state of Israel arose out of the ashes. After the Six-Day War, suddenly we found ourselves in control of Jerusalem and the biblical heartland of Israel. So too, today's war is another stage forward in the redemption of the Jewish people. Rabbi Kook wrote his essays on war during World War I. And he mentions that the war was not just a physical war of good over evil, it was also a cultural war of good over evil. All of Israel's wars are also cultural battles of good against evil, of the belief in God against false religions. Let me read a few paragraphs from his teachings. Israel will see with its own eyes the retribution of the wicked, and will march upon the destruction of those who boast new forms of paganism, just as we trampled upon the remains of Babylon and ancient Syria and Greece. Then it will be known and proven that only in Him, in the God of Israel, is there salvation, and the salvation of God will surely come. Rabbi Kook continues, and he says, then the present-day culture will be totally obliterated with all of its foundations, with all of its libraries, with all of its theaters, and all of its cultural institutions, and all of the laws that are founded on vanity and cruelty, and all of the evil and sinful customs of life will all pass away to oblivion, and God alone will be exalted above all in that day. Therefore, the present-day culture will most certainly be destroyed, and upon its residue there will be established a new world building in truth and in the knowledge of God, as it says, and it shall come to pass in the end of days that the mountain of the Lord's house shall be established on the top of the mountains and shall be exalted above all the hills, and all of the nations shall stream unto it.